There is a very specific silence that hits a room right after your account balance flashes to zero. Your chest tightens. The cold sweat starts. You sit there, frozen in a suffocating panic, staring at the screen as years of your life savings are pulled into a void in a matter of seconds. The money is gone, but the physical reaction stays. It bleeds into your sleep. The ensuing financial anxiety becomes a heavy, crushing weight that can break a person's mind completely. This total collapse feels deeply personal, but it is actually incredibly common. Every naive amateur begins exactly here, trusting the system right up until the moment it breaks them. Long before that collapse, thousands of new traders log in every single day. They show up with a $10,000 account, zero experience, and an impatient desire to buy a yacht by next month. This animated diagram shows a standard trading chart. A massive green candlestick bounces beautifully off a flat horizontal support line. False confidence kicks in. Mistaking borrowed margin for absolute risk, you crank leverage to 50x, slam buy, and tuck a tight stop loss beneath that line. By following the exact advice printed in mainstream trading manuals, you build a trap for yourself. You let ego dictate your positioning, setting up a mathematical scenario where failure becomes inevitable. To understand why that trap closes, look past the flashing numbers. The market operates as a cold-blooded, highly optimized algorithmic machine. It doesn't pulse with human fear. It doesn't run on greed, and it certainly has no interest in making you rich. This topography map visualizes the market's true objective: efficiency through liquidation. It aggressively seeks out resting money, scanning for deep, glowing pools of cash. Those textbook support lines are engineered. Institutions print these fragile, hollow barriers as bait, enticing retail buyers to cluster together. When you carefully tech your tight stop loss exactly where the bait tells you to, you aren't actually practicing risk management. You are laying your neck on the chopping block. You wait, confident in your position, and then the algorithm breathes. This animated diagram shows a market noise wick. A violent spike pierces downward through the support line, triggering clustered stop losses. The algorithm absorbs your liquidation to fill its orders. The price immediately reverses, shooting upward, leaving your account completely drained. To the devastated retail trader, this feels like a targeted conspiracy, but to an institutional algorithm, it is just a mundane, standard operation on a Tuesday afternoon. This entire cycle operates as a simple, highly efficient mechanism. It takes wealth from the emotional and impatient and transfers it directly to the mathematically disciplined. This minimalist terminal shows the silent aftermath. The margin call warning sits there, stark against the dark screen, locking in a final balance of exactly $0. Sitting in that dark room, it is natural to scream that the market is rigged, to believe someone was intentionally hunting you. The humbling reality is entirely different. The market does not care about you. It does not even know you exist. To survive in this environment, you have to let go of your ego. The emotional, naive amateur inside you has to be completely dismantled before you can actually start building. If you want to build real wealth, you have to operate like the machine that just defeated you. You have to leave the adrenaline behind and execute with a perfect, unwavering rhythm. You put on your survival armor. You calculate your absolute risk, capping your exposure to a strict 1% per trade, and you only execute when the mathematical probability sits heavily in your favor. Your initial $10,000 account is a data laboratory. Your only goal is to produce a verifiable track record, proving you can maintain a minimal drawdown across hundreds of trades. When your data shows consistent, low-variance growth, you become a rare commodity. Proprietary firms and private investors use this specific math to filter for talent. They provide the $500,000 in liquidity, while you provide the discipline to manage it. Financial power is the byproduct of stripping away human weakness and operating with the cold precision of the machine. Only then does the victim transform into a market operator.